4 long years of grinding for classes. Now, I finally graduated. Hey guys, it's Sean, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Sean, and I recently graduated from Rutgers University, and I majored in exercise science and received magna cum laude honors. And today I'm basically discussing reflections on graduation and what I'll ultimately do next after graduation. So during the time when I was graduating, it was both a good and bad time. What do I mean by that? The good thing was that I knew I was going to be able to celebrate my friends and that I would be able to celebrate the achievement with everyone I knew, and I know that I'd be proud of graduation because, with the pandemic and everything that happened in the last 2 to 4 years, I knew that journey was difficult and I knew that I should be proud of myself of that moment. On the other hand though, the bad thing was that if you saw my last video, you know that I had my MCAT score released and you knew that I didn't do as well as I wanted to do. So receiving that score at the time was definitely tough because I had to kind of hide it, I guess, and I had to just forget about it. And I knew that was going to be a hard thing to do. So in total, I have 5 graduations. Yes, 5 graduations. And you would think, why do I have 5 graduations? Well, because Rutgers is so extra. They're just extra. No, in all seriousness, the reason why I have 5 graduations because I was part of a school. Obviously, Rutgers is being a big college and a big university, and also my major being pretty large as well, and being part of different clubs and organizations, and that ultimately led me to have 5 graduations. So the first graduation I had was the kinesiology and health graduation for my major, and I felt like this one was pretty fun because of just being a small, tight-knit graduation where I was able to spend that time with my friends who were the same major as me. And it was a nice small ceremony with research organization students who done research in the past 2 years. So that was good to see them presenting their posters and also seeing professors from my majors who I had class with. And that was pretty nice because these professors motivated me to continue just doing on college and continue on the path of my major. And some of these professors also gave me a lot of inspiration and they gave me guidance and tips on what to do next after college as well, which was really helpful. And when this graduation finished, especially after I received my honor score from the major and especially after the graduation ended, this is when things started to become real because everyone was just celebrating, everyone was having a good time, and this really hit me because I was like, wow, I'm really gonna be graduating in a few weeks from now. The next graduation I had was the rites of passage graduation, and this was by far my favorite one because this graduation represented students who were black and also students that were Latino and Latina students. And it was my favorite one mainly because it was just hype. A lot of people hype each other up. A lot of people were celebrating with each other. And there was just a lot of good energy and vibes that I really liked. And with Rutgers being such a big school, initially in my freshman year, I had such a tough time finding people who were like me and people who could get along with. And it took me until sophomore year when I started to find those type of people that I was gonna vibe with. And especially once it was senior, I was able to find that group of friends, find those people that I can relate to, find those people that I can vibe on. And as everyone was walking across the stage to get their kente, so we were just cheering everyone on, and it was just great atmosphere there. There was instruments being played, the crowd was cheering everyone on. It was a bittersweet but great moment. And even I myself got a little bit hype when I was walking across the stage. Take a look.
Please. Sean Oshiaga. Cornelius.
Also, after everyone got their kente stone and walked across the stage, there was even a little dance at the end that everyone did. And that moment signified the reason why I spend much of my time hanging around with people of color. it just showed unity and it showed strength, and that was a great moment for me. And even during the reception, when people getting the feels, it was just a great vibe still. Good DJ there, people were dancing to the music, people taking pictures with friends. It was just overall just a good day, good experience, just great vibes. You know, I like to use words vibes a lot, as you can clearly see. And this graduation was so good that I literally forgot about how I did on the MCAT. That was how good it was. And I only had a few those types of events in my lifetime so far, and this was definitely one of them. And to wrap it up, at the end of the day, there was even an afterwave at Delta Restaurants in New Brunswick near to my school, and that was also just a great vibe as people were again dancing, just vibing each other. Overall, just a great day. So the third graduation that I attended was the LSIM one, and LSIM is a research organization that gives minority students the opportunity to conduct research, whether it's under professors, internationally, locally, or nationally. And unfortunately, this one was virtual, but it was still pretty good as they showed everyone's names and they showed what they accomplished and what they were planning on doing next. So far, it was good, and I understand why it was virtual, and it was understandable for me. Then, 2 days later, when I moved back home from school, I had the commencement, and this is the big graduation that every worker student attends from each school. And this one I tried to get as early as possible because I knew there was a lot of traffic in the area. And when I rang that bell, this one really signified I was gonna be graduating. Take a look. And when I was able to take pics with my friends who were there for me for 4 years, who I studied with for 4 years, who I vibed with for 4 years, it would definitely hit me that I was not going to be seeing those people every single day anymore. And especially when I was walking across the field to my seat, it definitely felt surreal. There was a lot of people in attendance, everyone was cheering on, and it was just great. It was just great, honestly. I will say though, the speeches at the commencement was a bit on the boring side, and it was very hot, so that definitely added to the uneasiness. But at the end of the graduation, when the students were able to turn their tassels, especially when the caps were throwing, this is when everything hit. This is when I was like, wow, I am officially a Rutgers alumni. And it just took me back to everything that happened with the 4 years, the struggles I had in my freshman year, to the comeback that I started doing my sophomore year, to the epidemic in my junior year, and be able to accumulate leadership positions and other opportunities, and then senior when I was able to wrap it up with just good vibes, but also still do well in school. So the last graduation I attended was a convocation, and this one was another one I was looking forward to just because it was more school specific and it was smaller, so I knew at that graduation the students would be recognized. And so I especially wanted to get this one early because I wanted to be in the front and I wanted to be with my friends. But some of y'all know how Africans are with their time, and we arrived much later than we expected. And this is what exactly happened. So I got there 45 minutes later than I wanted to get to. I still got the time luckily, but I was sitting in the back, which I was like, it was okay, but I was still sitting next to my friends, but I wanted to sit near the front. But ultimately, I'm just fortunate I was able to find my friends and the people that I knew for the past 4 years. And just like the rites of passage, we all cheered upon each other as we came across the stage, and we all just hyped up each other as we were walking across the stage. And before my friends and I walked up, it was a bit mid because I expected people to be doing some kind of celebration at least walk across stage, and no one's doing it. And obviously I understand you could do your own thing and whatnot, but I wanted to hype things up. I wanted to let it the mood. I wanted to spice things up. So I was 30 when I crossed my stage. If you could take a look.
Sean Ochiaga.
And it was funny a bit, and I wasn't really that sturdy as I wanted to because I didn't want none of my stoles and my chords to fall off. But I had to spice things up a little bit, as immediately when I walk across the stage, they gave me the Rutgers Alumni Association pamphlet, and this is when I was like, okay, now I'm definitely alumni now. Like at commencement, I was alumni, but now I was like, okay, this confirmed I am. And this time, I made sure to take group photos because we were able to take them at the commencement. And again, this was the final nail in the coffin that things were real and that I was never gonna be able to see them every single day. And now some of you guys asking, what am I planning on doing next now that I graduate from college? Well, right now I'm planning on taking a gap year and some time off to have a job as a medical assistant and also be able to just hang out with friends and travel and have good vibes. And I'll be applying to this medical school as soon as I can. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys like the video, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when I make future videos. And also comment down below for those of you who are graduating, what are you guys planning on doing next after college? And for those who are still in college, comment down below what are you guys looking most forward to this summer and what do you guys want to do or want to accomplish during the school year. Thank you guys for watching and take care. Peace.